Hi everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil HD Chris playthrough. Games done with Krun. I'm Krun. Let's get moving. Last time we arrived in the laboratory where we roamed about for a bit. We found these mysterious discs. We used one of them and I thought we could use all three, but I was very wrong. But we also got this key for the power area, which is the real important thing. Gonna quickly reload our shotgun, top it off. Lovely. Let's get on with it then. I like the research base in this game. I think it's one of the better end game research bases. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, and I suppose that's what puts a lot of people off Resident Evil, but like, I love it. I think it's silly, it's ridiculous, and that's why I'm playing it. Because I mean, like, yeah, they're kind of scary the first time. I'll confess, they give me the heebie-jeebies, generally speaking. This has unlocked both of the power key doors, so we can discard that, and we'll go into this one first. But yeah, like, the research-based thing is daft as all hell, but I love it. I think it's just delightfully absurd. Oh, there's something kicking about in here. But, yeah, I think the Resident Evil 1 research base is one of the better ones. IMO, if I must say. But, that's not to the detriment of the other games. Like, they all have their charms. We can climb up here, and then use a vent accidentally. But then we'll come down in this area, where who knows what lurks. There could be anything. Get down, Chris, run. Ah! It was a big beastie, but we blew it asunder. And then we destroyed its carapace with shotgun shells. I'm not sure where we are. There's this big bloody operating table. And I mean that sincerely. But that's okay. That's not an issue, as of yet. It doesn't seem like there's anything to actually... Oh, there's another one coming! Hey, get away. 2 shotgun shells is ample to take out these guys. They're creepy wee things. I'm not sure what they're meant to be. I can't remember if these ones are the things that are meant to be mutated cockroaches or if the things in Resident Evil 3 are. Could be both. I'm not sure. But either way, that's not this game. This door is rusted shut and won't budge, but I'm not wanting to go to the other end of this room yet. I'm going to quickly nip back here because I never even actually meant to come in that room. And I'm going to quickly loop around this side to see what might be kicking around in here. There's another vent anyway. I just want to make sure. Yes, there we go. More shotgun shells. Lovely. Good. Now I don't feel too bad about shooting these guys because they are actually quite easily avoided. They've got fairly predictable attack patterns. Oh, is this alright. This just also took us out in this sort of weird operating room. No worries. But this is new anyway. We're in a new place here. There's all sorts of stuff going down. All sorts of racks and such like. Doesn't matter though. Shelf full of various antitoxins. We don't need any of those. More antitoxins. Another... Oh, a flash grenade. I thought it was a note. I was wrong. It wasn't a note. But we've got another one of these passcode terminals, so we can use our second MO disc there. Does a wee beep. Dial up connection, and then boop. It turns that green as well. Lovely. Transmitting the passcode seems to have unlocked something. Yep. Well, Chris's ESP told him that he did in fact unlock a thing further up the way. We can't nip past that way yet, but then we can there, and then we can like oh no, we can't. Okay, but we can go along this way and get back out. So there's your shortcut, I suppose. That's not bad. That's that area done and dusted with, but it did introduce us to a new enemy type that we are going to see further up ahead. Now, me thinks that this is the area that leads to the next safe room, which is pretty useful. Always good to locate a safe room as early as possible. That's the rusted door that we couldn't get through before. There's a suspiciously red looking zombie, but I don't think we've really got to worry about him. And we pop out here. Lovely jubbly. What do we find inside? Well, we find safety and respite. That's what we find. I think I am going to pop a save here, because I didn't before, and you know, better safe than sorry. Don't want to wind up crying into a bowl of horribly spilt milk, because we would have to play the last half hour over again, and that's enough to kill me. It's an old typewriter, we don't have an ink ribbon right now, but we do now, hooray! Bonus ink ribbon. Just got to quickly scout about in case there's something hidden in the... What was that? Unless there was something hidden in the bushes up the back. But, no, I don't think so. Don't think so. Yep, let's just save. Excellent, lab lounge. Then we bust open this and add that to the pile. We've got 8 ink ribbons remaining. Not the most ink ribbons I've had remaining at this point in the game before, but A lot of ink ribbons, at any rate. We're at full health. We're at full health, so I don't feel too bad about not going out with a healing item. We should be okay. The sort of weird cockroach things really don't do a huge amount of damage if they hit you, and as you saw, they're fairly easy to kill. Unfortunately, you can't really critically one-shot them. I think they can sort of jump and you can shoot them out of the air, and if you do that, it can be a critical one-shot. But I mean, I might be entirely wrong about that. Let's just pop him in the face. And pop him in the face again. Hey, he's exploded, so we don't really need to worry about him in future. This other one, he looks a horrible state. Good God, he's all wounded and covered in gore. Yep, we want to head down this way. Good. We can't get through the elevator at the top end yet, and I don't think there's any items kicking about next to it, so we won't bother. I think we do have to come back to here at some point, but we do have to go through here for the first time. On our lonesome. Aye, so you can just sort of dart around the side of them. This is what we were looking for. Fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. Excuse me? A refueling device for the power room. It's not working right now because there's no fuel. There's an empty capsule though. That's what we needed. We needed the capsule. And then we've basically got to go back. Do you remember the room where we used the first MO disc? There was like a big sort of... Oh, 3! He was keen. Come on now. Behave yourself. Oh. That was a bloody piss take, and now he's off. He's ducked behind all the machinery, and he's gone forever. Yes, if you remember, there was the Jesus Christ. There we go. Yeah, there was the big heavy door in the room where we used the first MO disc. That's where we refuel the power thingamajig. But then when we're coming back, we've got to be really careful. We can't take damage from enemies, otherwise we'll explode, like straight up explode. Hence why I'm sort of trying to clear the way a little bit. It is only just like a straight walk, but I don't think you're allowed to run. I think that's the thing. I think I have to just man the analog stick, which is fine if we're walking top right because we can't run. Oh no, we can. It's working now. Okay, my controller fixed itself. Right, rather than fight these guys, because we won't have to come back here in stealthy mode, I'm just going to run on ahead and use the final MO disc here. We're getting through a dangerously large amount of shotgun shells, and I would rather avoid if at all possible. Boop! There is the third green. Not bad. Transmitting the passcode seems to have unlocked something. Good times. And we can nip around the side of him, like as you've seen before. These guys are really easy to dodge when you can run. Flash grenade on the floor. Not bad. It's entirely possible I might take damage here though. Yeah, took a chibbin, but only brought us down to yellow caution. So it does a fair bit of damage, but you know, they're easy enough to dodge, whereas generally speaking, not an issue. I feel like I might be coming down here a little bit too early because we haven't restored the power, but you never know, there could be a key or something knocking about the place. Better to be safe than sorry, as always. Come around the back here and this will probably tell us that there's no power. Yep. We can't start it up because there ain't no fuel. Good! Right, we know what we're doing, at the very least. Ooh, there's another computer. What can we do with that? Lab self-destruct mechanism. God almighty, that's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. So back through we go, and I am heading back to the MO disc corridor where we can get through thusly. Simple as that. And thankfully we made it back here without any more crimson heads popping up, so that's good. They will come at some point though, and it will be rough, but until then we should be fine. So we've got our capsule with us, we've got our shotgun with us. Let's head it. It's still locked. Alright, oh yeah, we've just got to activate the levers. Pull it, and then pull the next one please. No, yep, fine, yep, pull it, yep, and then it'll beep. There you go. And then finally one more, pull it again, and that will unlock the door. Excellent. Bit of a bizarre looking system, but it's definitely not the most bizarre looking system we've seen so far, so I'm not gonna complain. So we head on through here, and what lurks back here? Well, many things potentially. A dark stairwell that leads down into the deepest parts. And what was in the deepest parts? Well, it was the jail. Who's in the jail? Well, we're about to find out. It's only Jill. Jellybean, we've found you.
Jill.
Hello, Jill.
Wesker's the...
I know.
Yep, we know. We've known since day one, Jill, let's be honest. Unfortunately, we cannot break her free. But
I can't open it.
Yep.
Just wait, I'll be back.
But at least we know she's here. Jill, do not fear. Chris is here. So we know she's there, and I just thought I would do that for flavour, just to mix things up and turn things on their head, because now we've got something else to worry about. Well, someone else to worry about, but something in practice. Right, so now we've got to go and get fuel, and then begins probably the most frustrating part of the entire game, especially if the Crimson Heads choose now to come back. That would be pretty disastrous. Hopefully not, though. And just in case they do, I'm going to go around the long way. But it shouldn't matter. I don't think they'll be back yet. Although, they probably will be. So, we'll probably find out about that. Oh, right, hang on. We've got to actually open it up. I'm kind of worried about the Crimson Head coming back because we're on yellow caution. But, like, as always, we should be fine. We should be fine. There we go. Fuel supply capsule. Main ingredient of the fuel is a nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. Great. To that end, I'm actually going to switch to the original controls, because that way you need to hold a button to run. Otherwise, I'd have to be like monitoring the analog stick. It does switch me over to tank controls, which is a bit distracting. But like, let's be fair, the tank controls are probably quite significantly better than the alternate ones, because the alternate ones aren't relative to the camera. So every time the camera changes, you change direction, and it's pretty dire. But either way, I actually kind of enjoy them a little bit more because it's easy to like dodge around zombies to get them to attack you and such like. But on the other hand, you can't backstep. So Jesus fucking Christ! All right, it's happened. He just came out of nowhere. But he's dead now. Unfortunately, his head didn't explode, so we can't take our blade back. But hopefully, we'll be able to avoid the other one that's inevitably knocking around here. And if we can, we are armed to the teeth, so we can probably handle it that way. Chris being very careful not to explode, because not exploding is an imperative right now. And we've made it through into the next section where there shouldn't be anything of any real consequence. There's another zombie knocking about, but if he comes close, we can just blow his face clean off. And that's not bad at all, I would say. We should be okay. We should be okay. Yep, he's still shambling around back there, but he's miles off. He still moves slower than we do, even though we're walking slow. But that's the zombie curse, I suppose. You could be blessed with immortality, but cursed with just not being able to ever move quickly. So everything you do would be really, really frustrating. I'm honestly not sure if we're allowed to shoot when we're walking about with this stuff on us. But I'm not even going to try, because we are close enough that we'll probably be fine. Yeah, we made it. Made it, no bother. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Didn't use it correctly, we probably have to just interact with it. Yeah, there we go. Set the capsule into place. Sucks out all the fuel. Lovely jubbly, and we can switch back to the alternate controls. Decent. Well, that was painless. I don't know if that... No, I didn't. I didn't actually lock it in place. Oh, God almighty, what's wrong with me? There we go. Back to alternate controls. Just for expedience's sake, I feel like I move quicker when I'm using alternate controls. There we go, off we go, flinging about the place. You can tell we're in alternate because you can move in an incredibly erratic way that breaks the animation. But we're having to head back through Horror Valley to get to the computer at the back, because unfortunately, last time we were here there wasn't anything we could do. But it's okay, because now there is, and all is well. Run, Chris, run. Oh, he's coming for you. Oh, he's on the roofs. They're taking it to the skies. But we managed to escape, so Chris can breathe easily. At least today. I'm not even sure that this will be the last time we come through here, because I'm pretty sure we have to run through to activate the self-destruct as well, but let's just not talk about that right now. Here we go. Yeah, no power to the main elevator. We can start it up now. And the main elevator is actually where basically the end of the game takes place. Can we use that one right now? No, we don't want to be activating the self-destruct mechanism. No worries. So through we go, and we'll head back, and I'm going to go to the safe room to drop off all our shit and get ready for the end game, because this is it. Like, once we go down the elevator, that's pretty much the end of the game, which is quite exciting. Or at least it's the beginning of the actual like end sequence, because there's not really any more exploration to be done. Isn't that exciting though? It's all coming to a head. Resident Evil 1. Resident Tuesdays will be coming to a close once again. I reckon I'm actually going to have something different coming after this, rather than... don't want to just spam through Resident Evil games, and truth be told, we've got through the two that are the most, well, aesthetically pleasing. I hate it when people say aesthetic. MXR, if you're listening, please stop saying aesthetic, it's really annoying. Good videos though. if you don't watch MXR and you like Fallout and Skyrim mod content, then he's your guy. He's quite good. Either way. Right, so planning for the future. Gonna have the... Where is it? Yeah, we're gonna have the Magnum, gonna have Magnum rounds. Gonna take, might as well use mixed herbs, no need to take a first aid spray with us. I've taken the green herb just to top our health off. And that's looking like that's gonna be that for heading down into the final area, because I don't imagine we'll need more than one inventory slot for anything that might be down there. We can combine that to reload. And we've got the mixed herbs to take along with us. Gonna save the game, because obviously this place is probably worth saving in. And that will be that. I think I'm going to end this part here so that the whole end game can be one big part, because I like doing that, like a big sort of special at the very end. It makes it feel a little bit more important, you know, rather than splitting up. It wouldn't be very nice if it was like midway through, it's like do 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 do, and it's like countdown, escape in 15 seconds, and Chris is like, oh my god, my foot's stuck under a rock, and then I have to end the part because it's reaching 20 minutes. That would just be shit. But yes. If you enjoyed this part, then please remember to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. All those would be very much appreciated, especially your subscriptions and your such like, because then you would see more, and then my view time would go up or something, and then more people would see something or something. It's kind of confusing as to what leads to more awareness, but I don't just want to spam forums, you know. Either way, yes, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy doing what you're doing. In the meantime, before the final part of Resident Evil HD Chris playthrough. There may be a Jill playthrough at some point, but, well, that's for another time. Bye bye for now.